Everybody, we are officially live everywhere. Yeah, we are this is the aftermath or the post thing of the field day event going on that we had going on this week. So this thing, so it's gonna be a blast. I know I had a good time doing it, but yeah, despite with all the rain and the heat and everything else. All right, it should be. Let me check here. Let's see. Should be going live. There it goes. Little bit of a delay. There we go. All right, cool. So we are live on YouTube. Yes, we are. A slight delay with YouTube and all that. As usual. Well, like I said, folks, we are here for the Sunday night edition for the round table that we have every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. If you guys are watching the stream and would like to join us, the link is in the description below, and you can join us via live on Discord. If you want to become part of the Discord, we can get you the link out there too to join us as well. So, as you guys know, this past weekend was the annual field day event that the ARRL does put on every year, and it's always the last weekend in June. And yeah, we had a blast. I know I did. I did some contacting for my QTH this weekend, so I did fairly well myself. And looking at the results for what the club has done, they have a rough total so far without the digital contact so far. They have close to like 200 and almost 98 contacts or something like that. And we have the dog. Yes, Charlie, you want to be part of the stream too? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think it's a rough estimate. I think that's what I put. It was like a rough estimate of like 200 and some contacts for the whole weekend, excluding digital. So I know I did try getting on the air with the club a little bit. I made about 3 or 4 contacts over there, but the heat, the heat was the killer. It got to me really quick with the heat. So yeah, I about almost croaked. I don't know about you, Frank, but yeah, I was roasting. Yeah. Were you able to get on the radio a little bit this year? Yeah, I did a little bit, but yeah. Um, but yeah, we did have a lot of people come out um, for the event. We had a lot of the club members that were there. Um, it was either rain or shine. We were going to do it anyway because it was a nice event. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed myself for what I did to help with everything. Um, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, and if you see my dog back there, he's laying on the floor. Yeah, and so he's here for the entertainment. But yeah, um, we did for the club. We had 3 stations for the club. We had 2 voice stations, and then we had a digital station as well. I think Frank will be coming back. I think he crashed, but he'll be back, folks. But yeah, we had three stations. We had two phone and a digital station, and between with all that, we did a lot of contacting. I thought we did a lot, and whatnot. It was a decent number. The numbers are still rolling in. We don't have a final count yet of what the number is, but hopefully here soon we'll have the final number, so we know what the final count is. So I know with the digital contacts, I know that one. I'm hoping we got quite a bit on that for the club. I know I personally like doing digital myself, and so does Andrew, which is the club secretary for the club. Andrew W8IJC. He does the digital mode most of the time between the FT8 and RIDI and all that stuff. So, yep. I know from experience when I did my digital last night. It was hopping. It was. I couldn't keep up with the thing because it was going so quick. So that's how busy it was. Because when you click on one, then you got four other ones trying to attack you at the same time, and then you gotta kind of keep track of which ones are following you and everything else, so you know who to go after next. So I had to change some settings so that I could keep up, because it was pretty quick. But I enjoyed it though. It was a lot of fun. Nemo was there, K8 PVL. We had Sunny that was there. KD8 LHR. We had Ruth Ann. K8 ZVO, I believe is what, yeah, her call sign. And then we had a few other ones come out to the site where we were at. We were over on Kellogg'sville Road, Stanhope Kellogg'sville Road in Kingsville, I believe is what it was. Over at the Conservation Gun Club. So it was a lot of fun. I didn't stay for the nighttime. I wish I could, but I can't. I really wish there was a way that I could stay at the night so I could participate for the whole event at the site. But I didn't quit with the field day once I got home. I continued to do the contest under my call sign, Kilo Echo 8 Delta November Fox. I did that under Ming as well to keep involved with everything I was doing. So, what was your outtake on the event there, Frank? What was your best part of it?
I wish we would have done it next week.
Yeah.
We've been, and but it was fun.
Yeah, that's the whole part of it, is to have fun with it, and it's also good when you have youngsters or whatever it is. It's good to get them on the air as well, because that's how the younger generation or any generation starts with the hobby. Is you try to get the youngsters involved, and once you try to get the youngsters involved, then once they get older, they can go their way with the getting their own call sign as well. Um, but everything that we did mostly was on battery power, and generators, I believe. I believe that's yeah.
It was all every.
Was that Frank?
Oh, it was real electric lines and
The
laptop.
oh yeah, the one generator wouldn't start. Yeah, that's yeah. It happens though. There's always going to be a glitch somewhere. Um, and I brought the computers home today, and I found out why the one computer quit working on the network. Yeah.
Why is that?
The network, the Wi-Fi card would when it did the Windows update, it disabled the network card.
Oh,
So I had to go back in and re-enable the network card because I was wondering why I was trying to get the file off the computer so I could upload it into the main the main file for the contest log, and it wouldn't let me because it was disabled. The only option I had was Bluetooth when I looked it up, and I'm like, nope. I was wondering where the Wi-Fi went, and that's what happened. The Windows update disabled it, so I had to take some time to get that to be re-enabled and start over, or not start over, but get it to start to where it would work again. Because I wasn't gonna try to take the file off the computer and then put it on another one manually. I'd rather pull it through the network. So, um, I think let me double check. But yeah, I've definitely fixed that problem, and it was definitely a problem that I wasn't expecting. And I got the hiccups. I got the yeah, but um, why is it? There we go.
maybe we should try Ethernet off for next year.
Well, what I'm gonna do is for next year is I have um I have a network switch that does Wi-Fi, and it can plug in by Ethernet, but that's going to be depending on where the devices are going to be at. Is that's how you got to figure out how long the cable is going to be to get to each computer. So the reason why I did the Wi-Fi version is because um, you don't have to worry about no wires, and no one has to trip. So, and you never know how far you're going to be um, with the, the the devices. So it's always there's always something that gives us a little bit of a hiccup, but you know what? That's all about what everything is. I mean, it's never gonna be perfect no matter what you do. The way I see it is you're there to have fun, and you learn from every situation there is. Um, like I say, like it wasn't supposed to rain at all this weekend. It honestly wasn't. But Mother Nature, you know how she goes. Um, it changed at the whim of a dime. Yeah, it was raining off and on um, majority of the night and in the next day. So yeah, mm, but yeah. Um, but yeah, with that said, there was I'd say it was pretty successful for me. I personally would say. Um, I don't know if there would be anything that we would need to change for next year. Um, I honestly wouldn't know. Um, but that can be figured out later on if need be. But honestly, I don't think they're really, for me, I don't really think they're on my end of it or my point of view of it. I don't think anything really needs to be changed. Um, for the events. Um, but I had a great time though. Got to see everybody again. Me personally, because I don't really get out much. I really am at home a lot, and getting out to do these events is a really good thing for me. So yeah. Um, but that set aside, with that being done, our next event coming up is going to be the third annual Hamfest. That um, that's going to be I think it's I forget where the heck it's at, but it's it's over by it's in Pierpont. It's on Middle Road in Pierpont. I can't think of the number um, for where it's at. But the flyer for the Hamfest is located on our website, um, which that will be in the description listed below as well. If you guys would like to check that out as well. Um, there's a lot of stuff going on for the Hamfest this year. There is going to be on-site testing for anyone that wants to become a ham operator or get their amateur ticket or get their upgrade. Um, Me personally, my goal is to get extra. No, I really would like to get it for obvious reasons. It's not that you get more privileges on the band, because you really don't get very much after um, you get like little slivers more privileges on each band. But me, I personally want to go because I want to be a VE for the club, and that's my personal goal that I want to try to do. I'm already an ARRL VE for the ARRL. I can't speak today, but I want to get the upgrade so that I can grade all the tests, not just for technician. Because with general class, you can only grade a technician license. And the test for the thing, it, it it's like an open book. You can find the answers to the questions and it tells you to. You can search online for the answers. But most of it, to me, I feel that it's like common sense. So yeah. Um, yeah, I'm working on that too. But um, I don't know. But yeah, once you get your upgrade, Frank, you're gonna be in a whole new world once you get your upgrade. Because there's a lot you can do in the general class.
Yeah, I'll probably get it in full time. I just
I understand that. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I completely understand that. But um, what else is there? I know. There's a I'm well, what we're calling it is a aeronautical airplane flight is the grand prize of this thing, to where you actually can go on I think it's an hour flight with the pilot. You can bring a an HT up there with you um, on the plane, and you can do aeronautical mobile is what I believe is what it's called. Um, and then you could do that, or what you can do is, if you don't want to do the HT part of it, you can actually take control of the plane with the person in the plane. And honestly, I've never been on a plane. I would like to experience that. Um, yeah. I really would like to experience being on a plane, but I'm afraid if I get sick, I'm afraid, yeah, I'm just afraid of that part. Because I've never been in the air. I've always been on the ground, and that's the way it's been. Yeah. But, but there's also um, going to be the KM4 HCK antenna. There is one of the prizes. There's going to be an N3 FJP software um, suite up for grabs as one of the prizes. And I personally like that. I actually have all the programs that he actually has. Um, it's definitely well worth the money to get all of them, because if you look at every program that's on that website for N3FJP, it's well over $400 in software, and I believe it was $60 or $65 or something like that for all of them, and you get lifetime updates for free. Even if he comes out with a new program, which he once in a while, every so often does, um, that also is included. So you don't have to pay extra to get the new program. It's included with when you buy all the programs. So it is. I've definitely got my money out of it. I've had mine since 2000. I want to say April of 2016. That's how they do the dates for everything on when you purchase the program. My first program that I ever purchased from him was the ARRL Field Day for summer. Um, I enjoyed it, and I've actually done a few. I've done a few of his other ones. Like I did the digital contest. He has a program for that, for the international digital contest. Um, he's got a lot. I know that, and that's just scratching the surface. But those are like the common programs that you use during during the contesting. Is that I mean, I'm sitting on there. You go. So I really like all of his programming. He's done really well, and every time I've needed help with something, um, he was there to help. So if you need help and you email him or contact him in any way, he definitely is good to get back to you. And I'm muting this thing because I was wondering why it was making noise, but I thought I turned it off. But Scott Davis is I believe is what his name is. That does the all the programming for the software. And almost everybody that does a field day event, majority of them use his software. Every club I've went to, they're using his software to do the event. There are other ones out there. There's the N1 logger. There's and this is what I thought too, Frank, when I saw the new program. It's the one that does what is it? It's the Polo logger. The new one for the POTA events, or for for logging your POTA. It also does field day as well. I didn't know that until I actually saw the option to select field day for the contesting. And it looks like more is going to be added once he rolls out the program more. Because right now, I think it's still under beta testing. Yeah, it's a free Android app and I think iOS for your phone or tablet, and you can use it when you're in the field as well for POTA. If you don't understand, if you don't know what POTA is, it's Parks on the Air. Yeah, and I'm actually been doing really well with that. I know there's a lot of people within the club that do the POTA. I know there's a few of them that recently did a few activations at a couple of parks. And I've actually made contacts with them as well. I think Sunny Kitty 8 LHR, he was at the Geneva State Park, I believe. And then I think Brian, I think it was Brian. He was at Pymatuming near recently. And I actually missed getting Pymatuming. I tried getting, I think I got the one for, no, I missed that one too. I missed the one for Geneva State Park. I couldn't make contact with him. I could hear him, but I couldn't make contact with him. And I was at full power doing it. I was at well over 100 watts for this thing, and yeah, 100 watts or less they consider low power. Yeah, unless you have an amp, you can't get over 100 watts without an amp. Yeah, and I have the FTM. I have the FTM 710 HF rig. I've never regretted this purchase. I'm glued to it. It's very simple to use. Once you get to know how to use it, it's very simple. They also have a field edition of this radio as well. I've always wanted an HF rig, and since I got my general license upgrade, I want to say almost a year ago, or I believe, I don't know when it was. I want to say it was a year now. I think it's been a year since I've had my general upgrade. I was dying to get my upgrade for an HF rig. And I was waiting because I saw on Yeezu's website, they were coming out with a new radio. And I just had to have this thing. It took me a little bit to research it, but the more I researched it, the more I wanted it. So, it's either that or the DX10. And I'm like, nah, I'm going for the other one. Out of all the HF rigs you've used, Frank, which one do you like?
EF10. I really can't use that much to listen to, but I really do.
Oh, the 710 or the DX10?
EF10.
Oh, the DX10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that between the Yaesu and the DX10, those are like two very popular radios. Besides the ICOM 7300, I know, like, yeah, I've been debating on getting an ICOM, um, but I've had Yaesu radios since I started being a ham 6 years ago. God, it's been 6 years. Wow. Yeah, it's been 6 years. I got licensed um, end of March. I want to say like the second week of March in 2016. Um, with the Giaga Amateur Radio Club with Matt WADEC and his and Jackie. I don't remember her call sign, but what was really nice about that one is um, she got her upgrade to extra when I was there. And she was very ecstatic that she got it. I will still remember the look on her face when she was so stunned when she found out that she got it. Yeah, I mean, the extra one is. Some people say it's hard. Other people say it's a piece of cake. Okay, well, it can be a piece of cake um, for some, but I've been able to pass the practice exams for it by the section. I just can't pass the entire test yet. And I really would like to get my extra before before anytime soon. Because I have a lot of things I want to accomplish when I get my extra. I honestly want to be able to talk to my dad and say, "Hey, look, Dad, I finally got my full upgrade to everything." Because my dad and I are general class licensed licensed people, as well. My brother, he's still a tech. I don't know if he's gonna get his upgrade or not, but the only time will tell on that. I hope he does, because then we could do a lot more when he gets his upgrade. Tech, I love being a tech, but when you get bored of it after a while, and when you want to do more, and you got something on the desk reminding you to go get the stupid thing, yeah, then that kind of what entices me to get my general class ticket. Is the constant reminder that was sitting on my desk every day when I walked in the radio room or rolled in the radio room, however you want to put it. Yeah. So with that constant reminder, it was driving me nuts so bad. I was like, you know what? It's gonna take me. I gave myself 3 months to get the upgrade, and I accomplished that goal, and I am proud that I did because a lot more doors have opened for me, and I've been able to help a lot more people with the upgrade. I don't let my disability stop me for anything. Yes, I have my own issues, but that's part of life. You're going to have issues no matter where you are. So, with that said, then that's why I'm trying to encourage a lot of people to get their upgrades or get their tech license, because amateur radio is personally, in my opinion, it's better than CB radio. Yeah, it's better. I mean, granted, you have to have a license through the FCC for it, but it's worth it. The Amigos Radio Club of Ashtabula, they offer free testing for your license. There's going to be free testing, and that's why the point I was trying to get is, with the Hamfest coming up, there is going to be free testing from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on site with the Amigos Radio Club during the Hamfest. So if you guys are encouraged to get your upgrade, or you're planning on becoming a technician to get your feet wet, and you want to know what amateur radio is all about, come to our Hamfest, and you can talk to one of us, and we can tell you all about it. Or if you're interested, come to one of our meetings. It's the first Saturday of every month at 6 p.m. at the same location. I believe it's the same location that the field day was. 3600 Stanhope Kelligsville Road. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I drove by it like 3 or 4 times today to figure out what the street was. Because I don't really go out there that much, so that's why I just caught a glimpse of it. But all people are welcome to attend any of the meetings. It's pretty much open to the public. If you want to come see what it's like, come join us. And you can talk to all of us, members, officers. They're all there. If you have any questions, you can ask one of them as well. But I highly encourage a lot of people that are thinking about it to come out and see what it's like. Even if you want to come to an event, like for the Hamfest, where you can come out there and you can see what ham radio is all about during the Hamfest. You can, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few of us on the air, on the local repeater for that. And we can put you on the air for a little bit if you want. And go that route. I honestly don't know if there's going to be a separate station like the Go-To station we had for the field day. I don't know if that's going to be there or not. I honestly, I don't know. That could be an option, but I don't know. I'm not. You're really. I want to just see people get involved with it. I really do. Because when your like cell phone goes down, Amateur radio is the key. Those never go down unless your equipment quits. And I've talked to a lot of people across the world since I've got my upgrade. The furthest contact I've had, Frank, was New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand. And that's on the other side of the world by Australia. For the inquiring minds that didn't know that, that's where it's at. And I mean, and that's my furthest contact I've ever made. My favorite thing to do on amateur radio right now is digital. I do like doing voice as well, but it's sometimes hard to get out, especially because the propagation can be bad, but you don't really need that much power to get out. I've seen people do contact on milliwatts. Yeah, milliwatts. Yeah, so you really don't need much to get out. If you really want to get to talk to somebody on the radio, there's another friend that we have. It's KB. It's called the Kilowatts and Bourbon Show, and he talks to literally everybody on the radio, and that's basically he's live streaming his QSOs online via YouTube, and he's very energetic with that, and I really commend him for all the contacts that he does. I'm still trying to make a voice contact with him, but one of these days I'll get one and I'll be excited when I do. And you'd think I would be able to get it because he's in South Texas. I was talking to people all over Texas today, and I was all over on Texas, on 15 meters, on 20 meters, even 6. I was on 6 meters today, talking to somebody in like Italy. Yeah. So even with a technician license, you do have HF portions of the band you can use. It's not much, but it's enough to get your feet wet and give you thirsty for more. So yeah. But if you want to check out the Bourbon Show, he's on YouTube. Just type I forget what it's Kilowatts and Bourbon K5 KAB. Yeah, Kilo 5 Kilowatts and Bourbon. Type that in YouTube search and you can look up his channel and you can watch him live on Monday and Wednesday evenings. And once in a while he'll have a surprise stream. Once in a while also he'll do I don't know how often he does it, but he does do a round table as well. One day he did a round table when he was coming home from work. It was the best thing, man. It was hilarious. Driving and it was fun. It was a good ride. It was a good ride for home for work. So that was amazing. But yeah, he's got a huge following over there. I think he's over 2,000 subscribers on that channel and growing. And once in a while, every once in a while, I think he's working on one now. I don't know if he is now, but he does a contest for a bottle of bourbon. Yeah, bourbon. And that ain't the cheap stuff either. It's the good stuff. Yeah. So I want one of those. But you have to make like 10 contacts with them, and whoever makes it to, I think it's 5 or 10 contacts. Whoever makes it to that number first, this is what he did in the past: is he'll send you the bottle. He will send you the bottle of bourbon. Um, yeah, he's. There was another contest going on. I forget what it is, but yeah, I missed a couple of his streams because I've been at work a lot, and now that I'm not working as much, I can sit here every day and watch his stream. So I enjoy it. Oh, um, why is that there? I'm trying to figure out why that's there. But if you guys are just joining us, welcome into the stream. If you're watching this after the words, hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. After if we are watching this afterwards, and please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to this because we do this live every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Same time, same channel, same place. If you want to join the Discord, if it's not there already, the link will be in the description below. So you can join the Discord. And then you could be in the room with us. And you could be joining the round table and having a discussion with us live on YouTube. Yeah, and I believe I think there's a I think I'm working on a thing for Facebook too. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. I gotta work out the glitches and stuff on my end to see if I can get it to stream. But yeah, pretty soon you might see us live on Facebook. I'm trying to get more of the streaming platforms set up for this so that I can or we can as a club too, multi-stream the round table so that more participants can be involved as well. It is a lot of fun. I know that. Um, we've been doing it every week so far, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. So I'm just making sure that the thing didn't freeze up on the stream because it looks like we are still going. So that's a good thing. So we are. It does look like we are still going. So that's good. I think me switching computers was the better situation. I'm actually in the other room because the other computer that I was using, it was overheating, and I didn't want to keep crashing the screen. But I've been yapping on here, and Frank's been quiet. I don't know if you got anything to say, Frank. I know I've put out a lot of information there, but I want to be able to give you a chance to say something too if you want.
It's been a long day. Tired. But from the heat and the rain and not getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight. I didn't go to bed at all last night. I may have fell asleep in my chair for a couple hours, but I was back at it. Um,
Yeah, I slept. I slept for about 4 hours. But the alarm went off at the conservation club and that woke me up.
I didn't want you to sleep. Yeah, it didn't want you to sleep, so yeah, it went off. It's like field days going on. Don't go to sleep. Yeah, I made a contact yesterday, and it was one of the new ones I had. It was pretty cool. I don't remember the name of the country. Um, it's got a nice looking flag though for the country. I do know that because it showed up on my QRZ page. If you want to check out a QRZ page for any of us, um, you can put in the call sign for any of the people you want to look at. Mine would be KEADNF. The club would be Kilo, Kilo Charlie 8 Oscar Hotel is the one for the Amigos Amateur Radio Club. And you can see all um, the most recent contacts that each one of us has made. Once you put our call sign into QRZ.com, then you can see all the awards that we've done. We've done. I've done a lot of awards too myself. I just got my DX Hunter Award um, the day before field day. And I've gotten a lot of other ones too. I've got a lot of them listed. I don't even remember what they are on QRZ, but there's a whole bunch on QRZ as well. And you can even look us up on the POTA site for Parks on the Air, and you can see all the accomplishments that each person has done. If you want to follow a certain person, you can do that. I believe you can do that as well. If you are a ham operator, I mean you can also do it with a. You can non-hams can do it as well. I believe. You can download the Ham Alert app for your phone for iOS or Android, and just put the person's call sign in, and you can see when they go on the air for Parks on the Air, or when they do for QRZ. You can set alerts, I believe, for that too. So if you have a favorite operator that you like to listen to or make contacts with, you can do that. A lot of hams too. I don't want to say most. A lot of the hams too have their own Discord channel, Discord server that you can possibly join. Just let them know that you want to join. I'm pretty sure they won't have a problem with you joining. And you can follow. With that, you can follow them wherever they are. If they do Parks on the Air, if they do any kind of contest or anything, you can do that as well. But yeah. But in regards to the Ham Fest again, I got so caught up with doing field day and everything. I just had to go back to that for a minute. But in regards to the Ham Fest, I believe it goes from 8 to 3, if my memory serves me correct. on July 20th. Um, every year that we've done this, it's gotten bigger. So, um, Ashtabula hasn't had a Hamfest, I want to say, in quite some time, until um, the club started doing it again. Um, and this is our third annual Hamfest. If you want to be a vendor for the Hamfest, you can contact Nemo, K8PBL. All of his information is on the flyer on the website for the club. Or you can get a hold of one of the officers and they can point you in the right direction too, to where you need to be to get all that set up. There's pretty much everything under the sun for this Hamfest. Anything from computers, that's for me. I like computers. And then anywhere from computers to anywhere from little knickknacks and everything else. There's even every year we have the Amish, the baked goods from the Amish. All those things are great. I love that stuff that they do. Every year I gotta buy their cookies and their pastries. They are so good. I don't care if the calories count or not. They're good. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's really good. I enjoy it. But we do have a good time out there. It's at Pierpont. So come check us out because it is a lot of fun. It definitely is a lot of fun. I mean, now that they brought the Hamfest back, it's brought a lot of people out. It is definitely brought a lot of people out. For the people you wouldn't think would come, but we've had people come out of state for it. I think the furthest one we've had was I think West Virginia. I think. Don't quote me, but yeah, I think it may have been West Virginia. I could be wrong, but we've had people come from New York. We've had people come from PA. We've had people come all over. And yeah, each year we do this, we get more sponsors too. There's a list of sponsors. It's so many sponsors. I think it set the record this year for sponsors for the Hamfest. We have, just to name a few of them, ARRL is one of the sponsors. Cups and Stuffs is one of the sponsors. The DX Engineering is one of them. Yeah, DX Engineering has been with us since we started, I believe. This is the third year we've done it with DX Engineering. There's the Conservation Club is one of the sponsors. The Jaga or not the Ashtabula Amateur Radio Club, KHCY. That's one of the sponsors, and there's more. That's just to name. That's the tip of the iceberg for some of them. There's more. If you want to check it out, the link for that is going to be in the video as well. I'm going to be putting every link that I possibly can so that people can find everything in regards to everything that the club does. To every event, every activity, you're going to find us no matter where we are. So that's the point. That's the goal of trying to get the club recognition out there to where they know that we exist. We have, I believe, we have 25 members that are in the club. Um, if my numbers serve me correctly, I think it's 25. We may have more. At last time I checked, it was 25. I don't know if there's more. Um, I really don't know. I would have to ask one of the officers because they would know more than I would. Um, a lot of us are exhausted from the event, but I'm still trucking. I'm still trucking, and I've only sled about maybe 2-3 hours of sleep, maybe. Yeah, and I'm still going. I'm hyped up on coffee, and I'm going. Um, yeah, but it's worth doing it every year. Um, the club even does Winterfield Day. We've done it, I think, what, 3 years in a row, Frank? I think.
Yeah.
For Winterfield Day. Yeah, and then this is, and that's a lot of fun too. Making the contacts in the middle of winter, that's fun too. It's the end of January. It's the last weekend in January. If my memory serves me correct. I believe it's the last weekend in January. The dates for next year for Winterfield Day are posted on the website, and Discord and everything else. All the events are posted everywhere. So if you want to set alerts and notifications for where we are and what we're doing, you can do that too. Because we want our name out there to where we are the most active club in the county. And that ain't no joke. We do a lot of activities. Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun though. Um, I enjoy the activities. People may think I'm crazy, but people that have done it, I enjoy it. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be doing amateur radio stuff. My dad got me into that stuff when I was a young kid. He tried to get me to get my license years ago, um, when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And I told him, "You're crazy." I'm like, but now that I think about it, it's not a crazy thing. It's been a really good accomplishment that I've achieved when I was a child, or since I'm older now. And I've achieved that goal. So yeah, the reason why I didn't want to do it when I was younger is the Morse code, or CW. I can't do words a minute. Um, I can I can do my name, but that's about it. Um, I really haven't learned much on CW because I really didn't want to take the time to learn it. Um, it is another mode of communication to do that, but I just personally don't like doing CW. I mean, I would like to learn it in depth one of these days, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to do it right now. But I enjoy the hobby. Um, some people call it like a career. Yeah, because they do a lot of stuff with it. They got the Aries net for people that want to do the Aries um, events. I I will do the events. I like doing the one that's in Cleveland, the marathon. I love it. The bike, the Grape Jamboree. They have something for that one too. They have one for the bikes. I forget what the name it is for the bikes, but they got that one coming up too. They do a bike ride from point A to point B, and it's nice to do. Um, I ride my chair as a bike, so yeah, I try to be involved with everything as much as I can. Um, and I've had a lot of encouraging people along the way. Frank, you're one of them. Um, and Sonny and everyone else in the club has been really helpful with everyone. That if you need help from anybody, just ask. They'll help. Um, they don't turn away help. They encourage it. Um, if you want to be part of something, or if you have an idea, let one of them know, and maybe they'll get it moving for you if you and whatnot, and see what happens. You never know. If you put the thought in their mind, something can happen. And that's what I like about this club. There's never a no to anything. Personally, I feel that they will try anything and everything to get what you want to do. And if need be, if they'll help raise funds for it too. Um, I mean, I've done that for clubs in the past when I was with other clubs. Is I help raise money to do something that I wanted to help participate in, and that's what I've done. I like to be in the community. I'm not one of those people that like to sit at home and ponder. I am a person that likes to be outside. I'm a person that likes to do a lot. Um, I just because one day you're not going to be here, and honestly, I want to be able to take every day that I can to do things. And with me, and with anybody, well, not just me, anybody, you you could be here today and gone tomorrow. You never know. Um, that's why I try to do everything as much as I can while I'm here. Um, yeah, and that's my. I've been sticking by that philosophy for quite a while. Um, and I enjoy it. So, yeah. Um,
Well, what do you think, Bill? Good hour?
yeah, we've been done almost a good hour and 15 minutes. But
Yeah, what?
all right. Well, if you want to join us for the next live stream, people, the information will be in the video after this live is over. Um, if you want to join us next week, you're more than welcome to. and we encourage it. But um, with that said, um, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the stream, and that if you're watching this after the fact, um, then thanks for watching. Because it's always good to have people watching the streams every week. But it's going to be here again next week, the same time, same place. If you want to go on Discord and join us on Discord for it, you're more than welcome to. The links for that will be in the description below as well. Um, but other than that, I'm gonna say 7 threes and call it a night, folks. It's been a pleasure getting on with you guys this evening. The day after, well, the evening after the event for Field Day for 2024. So hopefully we will get to see you guys soon, and then hopefully you guys will see you next week. Until then, have a good one, folks. This is Joe, K18F, and saying 7 threes. All right, all right. Well, yep, and we'll kid you guys later. Have a good night, folks.